We could be closing in on a first Bundesliga title, but today we've got Bayern Munich. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am frankly FM81 and this is Die Roten Bullen, where we are out in Germany managing Leipzig. So as I've said already from the little intro, today's episode is a big one. We are playing against Bayern Munich. But before we jump in and have a look at how we get on, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like button to help the channel out. Any comments you have, leave them in the box down below. But let's not waste any time in this one. We've got Bayern, let's get to it. Here we are then back in game, and you can see at the top of the Bundesliga the gap has actually shortened since you were last with us. Let's have a look at why that has happened. When we go into the schedule, you can see that since we had that disappointing loss to Juventus in the Champions League, we went and beat Frankfurt 1-0, where we didn't really play very well but struggled on through to a 1-0 win thanks to Marcel Sabitzer. And then we played Arminia Bielefeld away. And again, we played disappointingly. Nkunku got himself sent off and Cordova scored after 63 minutes to make it 1-0 to Bielefeld. So that means that when we look at the league table, you can see that that gap is down to 3 points to Bayer Leverkusen. Still have a healthy lead though to Bayern and Dortmund. However, the games are now going to come thick and fast in the league, as that is all we have to concentrate on. So as I mentioned, today's game is going to be against Bayern Munich. We are playing at home, so hopefully that gives us a little bit of an edge against them. And we are going to jump straight on in and have a look at the lineup that is going to play against Bayern. So we've got Gulaxi in goal, Angelino at left back, Norman Williamson is playing alongside Upamecano, Klosterman at right back. We've then got Forsberg, Sobolai and Hwang Hee-chan on the right, with Olmo playing behind Sorloth and Lazaro. Lazaro is one that really hasn't started to develop yet, and I'm hoping that the more game time, the more exposure he gets, the better he's going to become. And then next season, hopefully, he'll be banging goals in for fun, which I know he can because I've seen him do it in other saves. So let's jump on in and see if he can do it against Bayern Munich, and hopefully we will get 3 points to push us towards that Bundesliga title. So off and running in this all-important top of the table clash, really. I mean, Bayern are now on 53, we're on 62, so hopefully they won't be troubling us towards the end of the season. But we really could do with picking up some points here to help us keep that gap to Bayer Leverkusen. And we are defending early on. Galaxi's having to save a free kick from Leroy Sané, pushes it wide, and Kimmich swings it in, and Olmo is there defending. Sorloth now picks the ball up, and if he can turn, oh, there's a tackle there. That's going to get Tolisso booked. And I thought that could have been a bit more there. We were on the turn, we were in on goal. Maybe it's too much to ask for a red card in those circumstances, because he's not the last man, is he? But it was definitely one of those that you take for the team, because they knew that we were in behind and we were looking dangerous. But that's pretty much the only time we have looked dangerous, because this game is built up as the game and is so far disappointing. But Bayern have got the ball and on the attack again. Tolisso passes it through to Douglas Costa. Almost resigned to the fact they were going to score there, but the goalkeeper and the defender do well. Get the ball in the middle, and then that comes to nothing. Got a throw in from Klosterman, who tries to play it into the box. Sobolai is not making a tackle, really. They allow the ball to go out wide, but luckily Bayern lump it forwards and we deal with it. Hee-chan plays it to Klosterman, gets it back and drives into the box. Disappointing. Looked like he changed his mind. Should have been shooting. And if it was a shot, he dragged it horribly wide. If it was a cross, then it was nowhere near any player. And we go in at the break 0-0. Quite disappointing, really. We have only created 3 shots, one of which has been on target. We've had 38% of the possession, so we are looking to play on the counter-attack, it seems. But who knows what's going to happen in the second half. Hopefully it can only get better. We're going to go out with the same lineup. Nobody really is in too much trouble, although saying that now, Angelino is. And what's happening here? Have we given a penalty away? Penalty review to VAR. And a penalty has been awarded against Klosterman, I think. No, Sobolai, it says, pushed Serge Gnabry. Lewandowski steps up and blasts it wide. So a little bit of a get out of jail there. That was certain. that we were going to be behind again, and we have got out of jail there. We are now struggling. We need Holstenberg to come on for Angelino, who's picked up a knock, and I think that Sabalai is actually struggling himself. So Amadou Hidara can come on there. Going to confirm their substitutions, and we're on the attack here. Sorloth to Olmo. One of our own players gets in the way of the shot, and it goes out for a throw-in. So 55 minutes, and this game is really struggling to come to life. Apart from that penalty, nothing has really happened. It's, again, as I said, we're not having much of the possession, so we're playing on the counter-attack, but if we could just get a chance. Forsberg is now not looking good, so Kluivert is going to come on to replace him. But Bayern are on the attack, and Serge Gnabry's hit the post, and Thomas Muller hits the ball straight at Galaxy. This really has all the hallmarks of a Football Manager game where we could go and win this at the end of the game. Galaxy with the long ball. Kluivert now switches the play to Hee-chan, beats his man. He's crossed it in, and there is Lazaro to tuck it away. But we're going to go to VAR to have a look, and these ones never stand. Lazaro, unfortunately, after the build-up at the start of the video to say he's going to come on good. Oh, that's tight. The ball's actually come back off Neuer, so the first one is a shot, and as it's come back out, he's standing just offside, tapped it into the net. But there's the goal. That's the one I was talking about, the Football Manager goal, where you do nothing all game, and Sorloth pops up in the box, throw in from Holstenberg. Haidara flicks it on, and as it drops, he's hit it first time. Neuer in goal can do nothing about it as it's way out of his reach, and Sorloth has given us the lead after 80 minutes. And now all of a sudden, with 5 minutes left on the clock, we're in the driving seat and we're on the attack again. Bit of a wayward ball though. A ball over the top now from Neuer. Haidara makes the tackle, but they keep the ball with Amiri. And they've moved it in. And Serge Gnabry has probably given them a point right at the end. 87 minutes on the clock. Didn't really think we were worth 3 points. It's a point that we're going to take. It's a point against a big rival, and it means that we haven't lost to one of our big rivals. I didn't actually see how Leverkusen had got on, so we will forward in a second and have a look at that and the league table. But when we look at the stats here, you can see that we actually did end up outplaying them in terms of shots created, 11 on target 6. Our XG was 0.95, so almost pretty much spot on. We've only had 42% of the possession, and when you look at Bayern's stats, 9 shots, 5 on target. Next year, 1.92 was enhanced because of the penalty, but a fair game, really. I think we'll take a point out of that. When we push past the dressing room and into the media reaction screen, you can see that Bayer Leverkusen actually must have drawn as well. Where are they? On the page there. Yeah, Leverkusen actually drew against Schalke, who had Bentaleb sent off in the last minute. So, luckily for us, Borussia Dortmund are the only gainers there, and they are now 10 points behind us. We take a point, Leverkusen take a point, and luckily we're going to push on in further into the season just to get that little bit closer to this first Bundesliga title, hopefully. Still, I'm not going to call it until it's in our hands, but it's looking likely that we are going to do this at the first time of asking, but it's never a given. So that's it for that episode. A big thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe and the like button to help the channel out. Any comments, leave them in the box down below. But for this one, that's a wrap. Thank you very much for watching.